Imagine you need to sew a whole day. For many people in the 18th century, it was normal, because the most thing was handcrafted, especially old clothes. And by the sewing exist situations where the needle don't go very easily through the fabric. And exactly for this reason was a tool invented, and this goes back until to the Roman Empire. The thimble, a tool. With them I can push a needle through the fabric without hurting myself. This tool makes sewing a lot easier. And I have brought two thimbles with me today. One is this from porcelain. This is a thimble made also 300-400 years back. This is a very new one. And this is from my hometown, with the name and the stamp from my hometown, where I grew up, a little German city. And the other thimble that I have bring with me is this one. This is the most famous kind of thimbles. Form goes back to the Roman Empire, is very close to this one. This is very easy and often used tool. And in the 18th century there came the thimble maker up in Germany. And we have a lot of books about them, and I have bring with me some pictures, and you can see how the thimbles was made back then. First they take the metal and beat them in the hole to get the right shape. And after they get the right shape, they go to the next step, and then they make many little holes in the thimble. And the reasons was very important for the thimble, because if the head of the needle hit them, they hold in them, and then you can push the needle through without losing the head of the needle. And in the 18th century there was a brass and the porcelain thimble, very famous too, but there was another kind also, the leather one. And this is what I want to show you today, exactly how to make a leather one. And the leather one was very typical, because you can't go easier from the back side of the country to a store, because you live far away from a port or for a big city. And this is why maybe a mountain man or a farmer make their own thimble for sewing if they lose or destroy the last one. And how we make a leather one, this is what I show you today. These are the most important stuff that I need today. Paper, a pen, leather needles, a scissor. This is a yarn, leather yarn with beeswax around, a eel. This is a leather stripe, but you don't need them. You can also use this yarn for this. And then the leather himself. First I make my pattern, and this is very fast. First I go with a leather stripe and go around the finger, who it should be later. Go around exactly on this point where it should be fit. This is there. This is a complete around my finger. And now I have this leather stripe and go and half them too. Like this. Now I have my little measurement, and I go to the paper and fold them. And now I go with them, lay them here, and make just 1 or 2 millimeters more. Very close, that it should fit very tight later. And then I go make this line, and then I halve them again. No, not now. I make a mistake. First cut them out. And now I have them. Now I can decide it how long it should be, like this. And then I make a little bit more like this. And if I go up, I have my pattern. It looks more like this. Very easy. And now we go to the next step. I have here a deer hide, and the most part of the deer hide is a very beautiful, very big, and a good stuff to use for big projects. But on every deer hide I have only parts like this one. This is the edge, the corner, and this is only usable for small stuff. And this is exactly what I search for. And look, this fits. And then I cut this leather here. It's also not too big. And then I can go here and throw a line around this for the pattern. Now I can cut them. Now there is two options to see the sewing outside or put this inside, and I will do this outside and then later I show you how it looks inside. And this is important, what side should be outside. This is this one, this looks a little bit stronger, and this is a softer side. I want to have this inside, and I push this like this, and then I make a first hole inside like this, half the needles, and then second hole. After a short time it is very easy to go and it don't need a long time. This is a special kind of stitch. I can't say the name. I think it's called saddle stitch. I'm not sure. And this, now I make some holes more. And there is a way to make it perfect and the same measurement every time. But this is not my goal. My goal is to sew it. It is a tool later for me, and I go like this, and I will sew its finish, and then I show you how to end up this sewing. And now there's coming the finishing stitch, and this is very easy to go 2 times back. First, second. Now we can leave this needle out here, and then we go with this too. Do the first, and when this is through, I just cut them off like this, and now I go very gentle and smooth this around out. Like this. And this is the difference between inside and outside. Okay, this is a little bit smaller. And now if you wear them, this need to go up, because if you push a needle, you push them sideways, sometimes from the front, but never from up, and then the needle can't go on this point here through. And now this looks like the finished products. These are the finished products, and you see sewing outside. This was sewing outside too, but then turn around to have this inside. And this is a longer one, shorter one. You can make all kind of variations, and then I will use them in the future in my sewing if I need them to thick fabric. And if you don't want to miss any video, maybe you can watch this video, this next video. We see us soon.